Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to a new video. So today I am going to talk to you about Payback, which is today. This is going to be my second video of the day because I just started doing... Oh god, I've completely fucked up. But Subscriber Sunday, I've restarted that episode since I'm back. Series, sorry. I've restarted that series now because I am now officially back. And I was going to do prediction videos for all of the Payback matches, but I honestly haven't had time, and they really won't get any views if I upload them like hours before the show. So really completely pointless. And I mean, there's not a lot of people that are going to get the chance to watch it. So I thought, why don't I just put them all in one video, get them all out of the way, and just people like to enjoy all my predictions in just one little short video. So I thought, yeah, pretty good idea. So here is my match predictions for all the matches at WWE Payback 2013, the first ever Payback pay-per-view. But to be honest, I'm not really keen on the name of the pay-per-view, but hopefully that doesn't really affect the outcome of the pay-per-view, and it's a good show because, to be honest, it is heating up to be a pretty good show. I'm excited for the 3 stages of Hell match, even though, to be honest, I don't really want to see another Ryback versus John Cena match. I think even though they've had one match at Extreme Rules, they've done it to death. And to be honest, they didn't even put on a decent match at Extreme Rules. It was kind of boring. I'm very excited for the CM Punk and Chris Jericho match. The question is CM Punk even going to come out at Chicago? But we all know the answer is yes. Chicago is not. They're not all going to turn up and expect CM Punk to come out and him not to come out. So do expect that match to happen. But I've got an idea of something which could happen, which is very unexpected. But we're going to start off with the pre-show match. Not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I'm happy that my man Damien Sandow, very big fan of Damien Sandow. His character is absolutely hilarious, and he's pretty good in the ring as well. And Damien Sandow is facing Sheamus. Now, the obvious thing would for you to think would be that Sheamus is going to get the easy bro kick here and win the match out of nowhere, like the RKO. Very boring match, and Sheamus is going to be completely dominant. But to be honest, I think what's going to happen here is Damien Sandow's going to come up with the win. I mean, it seems like they're finally giving Damien Sandow a push, which is great. And to be honest, they've still got to keep Sheamus's power in this match. But I mean by that is they're still got to keep the believability, if that's even a word, that Sheamus is still a powerhouse. So for me, what's going to happen in this match is Sheamus is going to be completely over on Damien Sandow. I mean, Sheamus is going to be completely battering Damien Sandow, and then out of nowhere he's going to hit his new finisher called the Silencer, Damien Sandow I'm talking about, and pick up probably a possible roll-up pin for the pre-show. It's not going to be a very long match because it is the pre-show. Expect it to be only about a 10-minute match. So to be honest, quite looking forward to that match. Since it is on the pre-show, it is free, but I'm getting to watch the whole pay-per-view for free anyway because I never buy it, but it's free on Sky anyway. But Sheamus versus Damien Sandow, I'm going to predict that Damien Sandow is going to come home with the win in Chicago, Illinois, and Damien Sandow's probably going to get absolutely beaten up, but still come out with a victory. And hopefully they're actually going to go with a big push for Damien Sandow, because to be honest, I think I'd be pretty disappointed if Sheamus comes out the win with a random bro kick, because then it'll just be completely pointless for WWE to waste 3 weeks pushing Sandow with Sheamus on SmackDown, and then for Sheamus just to win and job over Damien Sandow would seem really pointless and really not start Payback on a good foot for us internet fans. I just would really hate it if Sheamus won this match. So I'm really going to be shouting for Damien Sandow in this match, and honestly really hope Damien Sandow does win this match because he's a great talent. And to be honest, Sheamus is getting really stale, and a year ago, I would have said the completely different thing, but really, I've talked about this match too much, and it's only a pre-show match, and Sheamus is boring as hell, guys, and I'd really like to see Damien Sandow get a push, which it looks like he is. So Damien Sandow for the win for me. The next match I was going to talk about is the one that's on WWE.com, but to be honest, I think they're going to either start off with the Kane versus Dean Ambrose match for the United States Championship or the Intercontinental Championship match between Wade Barrett, The Miz, and Curtis Axel. So to be honest, I think they might start with the Dean Ambrose and Kane match, get some new fresh talent in there, as well as a bit of Kane. So we all know that Kane's only really in the WWE now just to put over good, decent talent and make some uprising stars, and for one, Dean Ambrose. So Vicky Guerrero basically announced this United States Championship match or title match for Kane out of nowhere. Wasn't booked that greatly. which makes me wonder Dean Ambrose is definitely going to win tonight. It's just too obvious. I mean, they're not going to put Kane randomly in a match and just make him win. I mean, weird fact for you, Kane's won numerous titles and he's never won the United States Championship, which is pretty weird, but I'd really like to see Kane have one more title run until he slowly just dissolves out of the WWE picture on WWE TV. But to be honest, Dean Ambrose, if he loses at Payback, that's not a decent title run. If you lose a pay-per-view after, so you've had a 1 month title reign, it hardly counts as a title reign, really, to be honest. Dean Ambrose, the United States Championship doesn't mean a lot, but if you think about it, for Dean Ambrose to have a title already, even though it doesn't mean a lot, is pretty good. And I mean, if he's going to drop that to Kane, who is only still in the WWE, so he makes big talent look even better because Kane is a very big household name, then if Dean Ambrose loses, then that's really going to damage him. So for me, Dean Ambrose is going to pick up the win. I'm really excited about this match, really, because you've got Dean Ambrose, who is pretty fast in the ring. He's pretty mental, does some really, really good maneuvers off the top rope, etc. And then you've got Kane, who's an absolute powerhouse, and on his day can put on a very good match. So I'm really, really excited about that match. Should be a good one. Now, the next match I think could be the second match on the actual full show on TV is Curtis Axel, Wade Barrett, and The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, to be honest, I've got a bit of a rant to go on here. You've got Curtis Axel, who is going in a match with Wade Barrett and The Miz. Now, Curtis Axel has had 1 or 2 matches. 1 match with John Cena, like freaking four matches with Triple H, and he's had like 1 match with Sin Cara, 1 match with the Wade Barrett on SmackDown this week, and he's won them all. And you've got Curtis Axel, who you can understandably is getting a lot of praise because 1, he's with Paul Heyman, which is absolutely incredible, and he's actually a crazy good talent. And it's a shame that as he started with Michael McGillicuddy, he was never noticed, but now he's with Paul Heyman, Curtis Axel. He's just freaking incredible talent. He can hit a drop kick. He's just awesome. A swinging net breaker. He does it as best as anybody on the roster. He's just incredible. He does the perfect plex really, really nicely. He's just slick in the ring and he's really good. But Curtis Axel going from facing Triple H, one of the biggest household names in the WWE. Like, if you mention Triple H to anybody in my school, they'll know who he is, even though nobody watches WWE. And if you mention John Cena, literally anybody knows who he is as well. So he's been getting a really, really big push. And then Fandango got injured, and they decided to put Curtis Axel in the match with The Miz and Wade Barrett. For 1, The Miz and Wade Barrett feud is really, really old, and I wish they'd just bonk it on the head because it's really shit. But you're putting Curtis Axel against 2 guys who really aren't going to do anything for him. And if they give him the Intercontinental Championship, then he's going to have to face either The Miz and Wade Barrett in another pay-per-view match, and then his run of just coming back into the WWE and his really good, how well he's doing, his momentum at the moment has just shifted right back down to 0 because he's having to feud with The Miz and Wade Barrett, who honestly are not exciting. Wade Barrett's exciting, but that feud is dead, and Curtis Axel facing 2 mid-carders has just pushed him right back down. So, and 1, you don't want him to lose he's not been beaten in the WWE so far since returning, but you don't want him to have the Intercontinental Championship because you don't want him to feud with these guys because it's just going to make him lose his momentum. So for me, you've got to have Curtis Axel lose this match. He's not going to win. And then you've got The Miz, who really needs a heel turn. He's just not funny whatsoever. I don't like him. He's just a dick outside the ring. He's a dick inside the ring. So for me, you've got to have Wade Barrett to retain this title. Please, the British Beast, and please bring it home for him to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Thank you, Wade Barrett. I'm predicting Wade Barrett is going to win this match. Now, the next match is Caitlyn versus AJ Lee. Now, Caitlyn and AJ Lee shot a nice promo on Raw where she said exactly the same things that Dolph Ziggler said to AJ like a few months ago, when she was dating John Cena. Now, I quite like how they booked this match. It's kind of like, they've got quite a thing going where they used to be best friends in NXT, used to be the Chick Busters, and now they frigging hate each other. And AJ pulled that stunt on Raw, which was pretty original. I kind of liked it. I predicted it. Not in a video, but I did predict it on Twitter, and I thought it was going to be Big E Langston, whether it's going to be his face turn or he was just winding up Caitlyn for AJ Lee's benefit. But for me, I've got to go with an AJ Lee win. I mean, Caitlyn's been the champion since, like, is it Hell in a Cell? And to be honest, she is good, but it needs a new change. In a Divas division, which is not great, you need a little bit of change, and it really needs a change. So for me, AJ Lee's got to pick up that victory. She's a great talent. I really wish she'd go away from Dolph Ziggler because it's not doing her any favours. She really needs to break out as her own self. Then they're really not using her in-ring ability at all while she's with Dolph Ziggler, which is a really big shame. But I'm expecting AJ Lee to pick up the victory here because really Caitlyn cannot hit the spear. She's decent, but it really needs to change in a Divas division, which is, let's be honest, really, really bad. So the next match is the WWE Tag Team Championships match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan. To be honest, I really wish they'd hit this on the head as well. The Shield versus Team Hell No and Randy Orton. It's a really, really boring feud. And I mean, I really wish like somebody like the Usos or something like that would face people like the Shield. I mean, it's obvious that the reason why the Shield are facing Team Hell No is because you've got Kane, who's putting over good talent. You've also got Randy Orton in there, who's helping Daniel Bryan, etc. But honestly, Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan aren't going to win this match. Yet again, the Shield, if they were going to lose in their first pay-per-view after winning the tag team championships, I can't get my words out today, then it's not a very good title run. And honestly, Randy Orton has never been a good tag team. I know he had that rated RKO with Edge, but to be honest, I never really rated him as a tag team in the tag team division. He's better when he's on his own, even though I don't really like his unpredictability. The finish on SmackDown was absolutely incredible, where Kane pushed, I think it was Seth Rollins off the top rope. Randy Orton got an RKO out of nowhere, and Daniel Bryan got the no lock in, and it was a really, really good ending to a match, and I really, really liked it. I hope this match also lives up to what we got on SmackDown, because that was a great ending. You don't have Kane in the mix though, which is a bit of a shame, but you have Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan who could put on a good match. Looked like they were working together, and SmackDown. I'm running out of talk here. Sorry about that. I'd drink a cup of tea or coffee. I can't really tell what that is because I didn't make it, but it is ridiculously milky. But yeah, I'm not expecting Randy Orton or Daniel Bryan to pick up the victory here. I'm expecting Daniel Bryan, unlike what you expect Randy Orton to finally make his heel turn, but apparently Daniel Bryan is going to face John Cena at Money in the Bank 2013, which is absolutely awesome. That's going to be an absolute one of the best matches of the year, me hopes. So Daniel Bryan is expected to make a heel turn at Payback tonight, so possibly he's going to get the no lock on Daniel Bryan. Randy Orton, something like that. So it should be pretty awesome. So Daniel Bryan is going to make a heel turn, so might possibly make choose the outcome of the match by possibly disrupting the match and then make Randy Orton lose by getting pinned by Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns. So I'm expecting Team Hell No, the Shield to pick up the victory here, guys. Now the next match, which I haven't covered yet, is Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. Now I'm really gonna get on with this video now. So Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. I am expecting. Well, I was just about to split out CM Punk, but I don't know. It's expected that it's going to be Curtis Axel versus CM Punk at Money in the Bank. That's why I didn't want him to feud with some mid-carders. And then you've got apparently Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk at SummerSlam. So it is expected that Chris Jericho is also expected to make a heel turn. Interesting. That means CM Punk is going to make a face turn, which I really don't want, which is a very, very, very big shame. Yeah, CM Punk's always been better as a heel, and yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. I mean, could CM Punk, maybe Paul Heyman, do something accidentally to CM Punk and then Chris Jericho wins with something naughty, something like that? I don't know, but I'm expecting Chris Jericho to win in Chicago to make him have a heel turn somehow. I'm not really sure how that's going to go down. Oh, I did forget to mention, I do think Triple H's gun may possibly have something to do with the Intercontinental Championship match where he takes out the Curtis Axel because it is a no disqualification match and doesn't let him continue, something like that, so he doesn't technically lose. That could happen, or he could win the Intercontinental Championship, which I don't think is going to happen. The next match is the World Heavyweight Championship match, which I expect Dolph Ziggler to win. Alberto Del Rio really isn't going to win. Let's be honest, guys. Dolph Ziggler's a big talent. He isn't just going to cash in the Money in the Bank and then lose it to two pay-per-views later. Let's be honest. Expecting a really boring match. Don't like these guys in the ring. Don't think they put on a very good match. I like Dolph Ziggler. He's a great talent. I like Alberto Del Rio. He's a great talent, but I just don't like this feud whatsoever. Got old. Been going since Elimination Chamber, and it's boring as fuck. The next match and the last final match, which is expected to be the main event, which was announced on Raw, is John Cena versus Ryback. And to be honest, you've got to have John Cena win this match. I mean, he's expected to feud with Daniel Bryan at the Money in the Bank for the WWE Championship. I mean, it's a shame Ryback's going to lose again because it's absolutely freaking ridiculous that he hasn't won a pay-per-view match since Over the Limit. That's an absolute joke. Like, seriously, you've got a guy who's supposedly be like Goldberg, beats everybody up, put Kofi through 3 tables, puts Kane through 1 table, puts John Cena through another table on Raw, and then you've got he's the same guy who hasn't won on a pay-per-view since nearly exactly a year ago. So, who was against 2 jobbers who don't even have names? I think they were just random guys. So, to me, it's going to be John Cena. I saw a few people talking about who was going to win the first, the second, and the third match. It's definitely going to go on the third match. That's where they've been hitting the promos with the ambulance. So for the first match, I was expecting Ryback to win the first match, and then Cena's going to come from behind. But if you have Cena win the first match, and then Ryback win the next match in the tables match because he's been putting so many people through a table, the momentum shifted to Ryback for the last match in the ambulance match. And then John Cena's got to pull out all the stocks. We know something's extreme going to happen because Mr. McMahon said it in an interview. Something extreme is going to happen. I don't know what that is. Is he going to throw him off like a 30-foot ladder into the ambulance through the roof? Something like that. Is he... I don't know. Post stuff in the comments. It's kind of turning into a podcast now, isn't it? But anyway, yeah. Post your comments. Post your predictions in the comments section. What you think is going to happen? What's the extreme thing going to happen? But yeah, sorry for the unprofessionalism of this video. But I'm expecting John Cena to win this match. I'm expecting Ryback to win the first match, the lumberjack match. John Cena to win to win the tables match. So it's a bit of anti-deja vu for the fact that John Cena's going to put Ryback for a table instead of the other way around, which happened on 2 weeks ago on Raw. And then you're going to have John Cena win the ambulance match and hopefully do something pretty crazy, which was announced by Mr. McMahon in a closed interview. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoy Payback, which is the most important thing. I will be tweeting through the pay-per-view. I might be doing a live reactions video as well on camera. And of course, I will be doing a review and a Raw preview and a Raw review and everything else reviewed in WWE from now on because I am on a huge holiday. So I'm literally reviewing everything on WWE. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed Payback, and hopefully Chicago gets an absolutely awesome event. I really hope CM Punk is still heel after the night, but to be honest, can't really do anything about it. Thanks for watching. Later.